Hello. How
Hi.
was your weekend? We're back.
We didn't
We were
just
talking.
talk for 20 minutes because I forgot to hit record because I was really excited about all the shit I did for the audio on my end yesterday. I just wanted to show it off, man.
Uh, Only 10 minutes. Only 10
Only
minutes.
10. Okay. Do
I
you
just
mind
checked. I was like, when did I text Melissa that we started recording?
do you mind if I quickly rehash the audio cuz
Yeah,
I am
go
I'm
for it.
pumped. You're the audio guy, but I spent 3 hours yesterday, guys, like going through my OBS settings. Like I should sound a lot better. But also, like, I'm really
He
pumped
does.
about this. Like, you can hear the snaps when I talk, and then when I
No
don't, you
way.
can't hear it. It's fucking hype, man. Yeah, I'm pumped about it. Also, green screen. Brandon has the power to put me anywhere. And
Yeah. See, what's funny is they're also for that couple seconds they saw you on your side and then your side on my side, so that I had a section to screenshot.
uh,
Uh,
I'm
for that
I'm
background.
I'm pumped that I got some shit kicking. I do want to get into doing the clips and shit again. Like, I figured, I'm out here. I've been going to the gym a lot more, like trying to meal prep and shit. But like, I do think I'm gonna start listening back to the old podcasts and start making clips. Like, it's fun, man. Like the editing. Like, I
Yeah.
kind of got motivated by doing the audio yesterday, so it'll be fun to do some
Fuck
dumb
yeah.
clips again until TikTok
Hell
gets
yeah,
banned.
dude.
You know,
Yay. Again.
it's. I heard it was supposed to be banned this month again because there's not a buyer. I guess
Let's go.
we'll see.
Woo woo. Jesus.
Uh,
But no, yeah, so we were talking about that, and then I was going over
yeah, yeah.
uh went to see Coheed. And for Coheed, we it's on a Friday night, so we drove out like right after work essentially, and traffic right by my house was really shit. It added 20 minutes to our drive, and then I got on the road after like an hour and 15 minutes or so, hour and a half. I had shaved off about 5 minutes of the drive time, and then we hit like a tiny bit of traffic because it was like, I'm assuming it was like the lawn care for the city or whoever takes care of the highway. Their truck
Yeah.
broke down on the side, and so they had a cop car sitting behind it, and then everyone was going dead slow to like just be in one lane. And I was uh like damn it, because that immediately cut that all that time I had saved already. That to say, basically, we got to the house and got right into Jake's car. We drove. He drove. Rather um
Aggressively.
aggressively
Mm-hmm.
to put it, to try and get there in time. And as we walked into the venue, I heard the last like probably 5 seconds of Periphery song, last song on their set, and so we missed them, but it was cool. We got to go in, got a beer, found our friends, or I should say, because that as we got beer, our friends ended up coming out and finding us, and then got into the section, found out Jake didn't have the correct ticket. I guess
Mm.
like because when we bought tickets, I had bought them in like the further back section of the floor, not the front. And then we get there and they're like, no, you're in the front pit. And I was really confused. And then so we were like, all right, well, I'm not 100% sure where his ticket's supposed to be. And then they're like, well, no, he's technically back there. And some guy that I think works for Mastodon was there with a bunch of the wristbands. Like, is that your group? And he goes, yeah. And he's like, here, just fucking go in. And gave it to him. Because he was like, yeah, you bought a ticket, you're here. It's not like
Yeah.
you didn't pay. So yeah, he got to come in with us, and great thing because so we're sitting there, we watch Mastodon, they fucking kill it. I was telling you that like Jake and Melissa knows like maybe one of the two of the songs that I will put on in the car sometimes, and one song that they will never play live, unfortunately. So they uh play their set, and they're just kind of like, it was really good, but they can't, unless you know the songs, it's a wall of sound.
Yeah.
And same for me. Like, they have a lot of songs, so their set list probably changes a decent amount. And so I didn't recognize a chunk of them. Next time whenever I'm going to see them again, I'm actually going to look up their set list before they show up, and I'm going to listen to every song so I have a recollection of like, okay, like I kind of remember this instead of just, it's good.
Yeah.
But in between Mastodon and Coheed, Alex, we were there with our friends Alex and Tyler. And Alex is, he all of a sudden just flashes his phone to me. He's like, I'm going to propose to Tyler during Corner My Confidence. It's the first song of the encore. I knew it was the first song of the encore, but he knew it was in the encore. So I was like, oh shit. Because we knew he was going to propose to Tyler that weekend, but we thought it was going to be on Sunday at his music video shoot for his band when there was better cameras and the whole setup. But like all proposals, something went wrong in that Tyler's family and him were going to hang out and do a barbecue on Sunday instead of him going all the way out to this music video wherever it was. And then Tyler was like, Alex was like, I don't have a way to like convince you to come to the, shoot.
Yeah.
So plan C was propose at the show. So all of a sudden we're sitting there and he tells us that, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, that's not okay. And
yeah.
basically, like, so what was funny is like that, I think that happened, and then he showed Melissa. I think he showed Melissa first, and then he showed Jake, because I was talking to Tyler and a friend, and then like once I stopped talking to them, I saw it. Well, Jake and Melissa had like snuck off to go get a drink, and what they were really doing was like getting out of sight to go happy dance. Essentially, and they got a drink because they were told them they were getting a drink, but they really were like had to go be like, oh shit. And I had the same thing of being like, I didn't go get a drink because I had already gotten it before I walked in to the spot, and so I'm just like, okay, like trying to like keep composure. I'm like, that's cool. That said, so Coheed starts, they fucking kill it. They're they really the set list was great. They played a lot of new stuff. They played some of the new stuff that I was really hoping they would play. And then encore is about to start. Like, it's a really long gap in between the encore. So we're all kind of just sitting there, like, waiting, essentially, for when it might happen, and we grab our phones. Once they start, we're all just standing there with our phones on, like, video. Not recording, but, it looks like we're recording. And just kind of, like, I'm, like, maybe every 5 to 10 seconds, I'm just doing a quick, like, look over. I'm like, what's going, when is it going to happen? And all of a sudden he does a tap, and we all just boom, and we hit him. And it was a great time. Everyone started yelling. Unfortunately he did it like right during the song. So like there wasn't a pause, he just kept playing. He didn't know. We're just in the crowd.
Yeah.
But like everyone around us was like, oh my God. And like cheering and stuff. And so that was really awesome to be, we were really scared because Grand Rapids can be rather conservative, from what I've learned. Because I've only gone there a couple times, but based on history, it's conservative for a chunk of it. And so we were like, I really hope there isn't some like person that boos them, because then we're about to like get in a fight and get kicked out.
Yep.
Luckily, yeah, no one did. Everyone was really supportive and really happy, and like obviously very shocked, like, oh shit, like that's really cool. Because again, Corner My Confidence is a love song, as I'm sure you can probably assumed from the proposal. It's a very lovey song, and it happened to also be Tyler's favorite song on the album, or like one of the ones that he listens to the most. So I was like, oh, okay, so that's even cooler. That on top of that, like I was scared during that song I would cry a little just because of like it's the song. There's one or two songs Claudio on his albums always writes like to his wife essentially, and that one was it. So I was like, oh. And then I also, prior to that, I had seen his wife and his kid uh, on the little backstage area because we're close-ish to the front. So I can
Yeah.
see on the side that they're just standing there side stage kind of watching. And I was like, oh, that's so sick. But like I think just the overall excitement of like waiting for that to happen, I couldn't lock in and like be sad and or emotional about it.
Dude, I get it.
So that was yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Help
it was it was cool. So
helping with your
sorry, what?
proposal, man. Like fucking time slowed down that day. I was like watching for everything, hiding behind a truck, like just waiting.
Dude, yeah, that was fucking. It's so funny because like when I said that, because he eventually then told Tyler like, yeah, I was gonna do it here, but there was no way to tell you
Yeah.
that you have to come to this music video shoot for no, just to watch. So, uh, what was even funnier is luckily like a couple days prior, Tyler hit up our group chat like, hey, we should all, because we're all in one giant check for thread, like we should all do a barbecue at my place. I just want to have people over and do it like grilling and stuff. So they did that. And like obviously, so it ended up being like a little bit of a celebration for them because he just happened to accidentally plan his own celebration without knowing it was coming,
Yeah.
and we didn't know it was coming until we were sitting there, and then all of a sudden that happened. I'm like, well, this works. So yeah, it was just awesome. We just did. I mean, we just did burgers and hot dogs, and then s'mores and savory s'mores.
Okay.
Just put just put hunks of the Baby Bell cheeses on there instead of uh marshmallows on the sticks.
Do you do it with chocolate?
No. So you do like a cracker instead of graham cracker.
Okay.
We had like a I think it was raspberry or strawberry jam jelly to
Hmm.
put on the cracker with like prosciutto, and then you put the cheese. They and then yeah, eat it like a little ham cheese or prosciutto sandwich or whatever. And they also,
Gotcha.
I think they did salami too. I only had like one or two of those, but they were really good. Yeah, it's just they were like, oh fuck it, let's do s'mores and let's do these ones too. So that was fun. It was good, great time. It's just great to celebrate like that, especially because we didn't plan on it.
Yeah. That,
Like,
that's always dope, man. Like I watched a video recently where like it was like one of those like symphony candlelight symphony things, and
yeah,
they went to that, and the guy like he like paid money to where he could get backstage and like um this and that, and then he hired photographers to come over to him and his girlfriend and be like, hey, you know how we do the advertisements and it's usually like a couple, like you two look really sweet together, can you come and like we'll get photos of you in front of the candles, and like is it cool if we bring out the band, so we have the band in the background, blah blah blah. And the girl's like, oh my god, I can't believe they picked us. And he's like, so you know how I said I would propose in June? I lied. And then just proposed right there with the band and shit. And I was like, oh my god, that's so fucking awesome. Like, ah.
oh, that's sick. That's so sick. Yeah, honestly, because that's it. Like, just like a surprise, being able to see the surprise and like the actual like, he really just did one of those like looking around, like, this is actually happening? Oh my god, like it's so
Yeah.
cool. And especially for us well, really mainly especially for like Melissa, because she's known him since I think the first day, one of the first or second days she walked into college, because she was looking for her dorm. and she heard someone playing guitar and playing Unholy Confessions by Avenged Sevenfold, which is a very distinct song if you know it. And so she was like, "Are you playing?" Like popped in, like, "Are you playing?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then they, he immediately clicked, and he wasn't even gay yet, I don't think.
Well,
So,
he might have.
yes,
He
had
was.
not known he was gay. Had not known he was gay, I should say. Had not come out yet.
Yeah.
So, like, this was a long time ago. So it was awesome for her, especially, to be like, all right, like, obviously along for the ride of figuring that out with him. And then, so it was sick. It was a great time. We just, I went fishing. I should say Jake went fishing and I went on the boat.
Nice.
Jake got 9 fish. I got 2 really solid bites and 1 okay bite. It was like, man, that second good bite would have been a pretty decent fish.
I thought you were gonna say.
So mad at
I thought you were gonna say Jake got 9 fish and I got a few beers. That would have been me on the boat.
No, honestly, well, it was the mornings. We weren't drinking too much, but
Yeah.
I just hit my pen here and there instead. But it was, I mean, obviously, well, he had a better lure and all kinds of stuff, but he's way, way, way better at fishing. Like he's got the whole thing down. He fishes like every time he can at this point, as soon as he can. So, and he's got areas mapped out there where he knows where to go, and
Fucking impressive.
It's just a good time. Yeah, it's just nice to get sun.
Honestly, yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, I haven't gone in a long ass time, but it really wasn't about catching fish for me. It was just about hanging out, chilling with the family.
Yeah. Oh, and that's it too. Like, especially like when I know I'm not that good at it, but like he has the boat. He's got a front propeller too, so he can just slowly go, and it's really nice. Like it. We do. I mean, obviously, it's been a couple 2 years now or so that he's been fishing. I think at least with this boat, maybe longer. But I've really only been going the last 2 years or so, and so like I think over the course of my entirety of fishing with him, I have caught like 3 fish, maybe 4.
It's not awful.
Yeah, there was one day where I'm like, I did solid, and then the other time I got like 1, and then the last 2 times I have not caught anything. But it was a year ago was the last time from this one, and then I didn't catch anyone that time. I went fishing, I think 2 or 3 times last year, just because maybe 2 years ago, because that's when all the weddings were between their house and ours. So like we saw them. I went over there like 3 different times. And I think I fished every one of them. So, but yeah, underrated. It's fun, just chill activity.
It's fun, man, for sure. I don't know if I've talked about it on here, but I have been a little jealous. Like I've gone home to visit, and like some of my cousins didn't come visit. That's fine. You got your lives, whatever. Do what you're doing. But they're out fucking fishing. And I'm like, that me and Grandpa love fishing. Like,
I would have gone.
we would have gone. Like, I would have drove Grandpa out there. We would have hung out. Like, we're hanging out with our friends. That's fine.
Well, honestly, at this point, like, because I had to rebuy my fishing license again, because they make it every season. And so I did that, and I just said, fuck. It's like $26 for all year. For any species of fishing here. So I was like, no. I mean, I said, and I know this probably isn't the last time I'm going to go out there this season already. And I think it was $15 for a day pass instead. So, already worth it.
It's not bad. I bought my first fishing license ever right around the time you proposed. Because we had a cabin down in Kansas, so I never had to buy a license. We owned the land before Kansas was a thing, so we could just fish there.
Yeah, there you go. So I said fuck it, because I know I get the daily pass, and as we're sitting on the boat, I'm like, I should get a rod myself, and like some decent lures to bring with me, or at least he's the only place I fucking fish at, so I'd probably just leave it at his house.
Yeah.
But like, technically we can fish here, but I don't plan on getting any boat anytime soon. So maybe a kayak. But even then, we
Yeah.
talked about that years ago, and we still haven't. So it's probably going to be a while, minimum 5 years before that ends up actually being a thing.
They're fun. I mean, I kind of, I want one still, but I really haven't gone camping in years, so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's it too. We were really saying we want to make sure we can go, but I don't know if we're going to be able to now. Like, I think Annie has a trip like every year, and I think
Yeah.
we're going to try and go to it. I really want to,
Um,
just simply because I haven't in years.
she usually does that around her birthday, yeah?
Yeah, it's the end of the July, I believe.
Beginning of July. Her birthday's the
Beginning?
11th.
Oh.
Yeah, hers is the day before mine.
Oh, shit. Okay. Then I don't know. Maybe.
But
Maybe
no,
she didn't do it this year.
I don't know if she's going to Sam and Kyle's wedding. I don't know if they're friends.
Probably not. I don't think she knows them.
I don't know. But yeah, I was gonna say I might be able to go because I'll be home. But then it was gonna be if they're going the 11th, I couldn't go because I have the wedding the 12th. So
Yeah. No, that's it. Like every year, like it ends up being we end up doing something that day or weekend, and we can't go. Also, a lot of the time I end up working, so I can't even take off work for it. So,
same.
but like, I mean, honestly, that's probably 90% of it. Is I literally don't want to. I can't financially commit to going unless I know.
Yeah.
But maybe one time this year, we'll last minute do it. I know we want to go to Cedar Point.
That'd be
I think
cool.
we're planning for that in September.
Speaking of, when was the Sleep Token show?
September 20. No, September 26th. I'm triple checking right now. Just give you the exact date on that. Yeah, Friday, September 26th.
Can you text that to me so I can see? After this, I gotta check like some vacation time and yeah. See, there's another thing I'm supposed to do that I can't talk about on here because it's a secret. But I gotta look because I might not be able to go to that one anyway because we have Sleep Token. And yeah.
Here you go. Sorry for dead silence, guys. I am sending Edie the screenshot of the order stuff. But yeah, we want to do that in September because the weather's like a decent time and we'll both be able to take time off, I think. But I want to we didn't get to go last year. And honestly, I think that's one of my favorite things that we do every year. It's just saying fuck it whenever we have like a day and just go to Cedar Point.
Yeah, that'd be a vibe. I haven't gone since shit, that was pre-Buffalo House.
I was to say, yeah, I don't think I've ever gone with you or seen you go since we were friends.
Nope, I went for the first and last time. I got
Well,
very
also you don't
drunk.
like roller coasters, right?
I don't hate them. I will enjoy the first like 4, maybe 5, and like I still don't really like heights. And honestly, probably going super fast is probably scarier for me now because of the whole car accident years ago. But
Yeah.
you know, I'll get on them. I'll be anxious as fuck in the line, and then I'll have a good time on it. And then like after like 4, I'm like drained. Like
That's fair. Because honestly, one of my things that I almost think it's a routine that we do is we go on the Millennium Force like either first or second when we get there, just because we want to beat it before it continuously gets busy for the whole entire day. because that's my favorite. So I always just like beeline it to that fucking thing and get on there. So and I'm like, that's the second highest. I think they're gonna have the new coaster there, or I should say, they do have the new coaster open because they redid the dragster and they made the dragster 2. It's taller and it's faster. And then instead of because what happened was is I think they picked up on the fact that like what used to happen is it would almost get to the top. I mean, mostly people know this at this point that are listening, but almost get to the top and then fall because it didn't get enough launch, and they'd all fall all the way back down and then have to launch again. And I used to say, man, I hope that happens because then I get 2 rides for 1, essentially. Well, they did that. So now the ride is you go up like 3/4 of the way, fall all the way back down, and then you get launched all the way back over.
It's fucking
so the
sick.
ride's now like twice as long as it used to be.
That's sick.
Which actually, that was the thing too. I think it was literally a 12-second ride. Like from like them doing
title of my sex tape. Sorry.
12-second ride, the dragster. No, literally, but like I think it was 12 seconds, and that includes the 3-second countdown they do before you launch, where you see the lights do the dragster thing, and then they, it's just whoop, and you're done.
I mean,
like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of make sense though. Like that's a dragster race is gonna be that it's fucking fast, and then it's over.
Yeah. No, 100%. So, it was cool though. I did like it. I would go on once. I'd kind of be like, all right, when's the line? How's it dying?
Yeah.
Especially if you get the app. Because like I end up re-downloading the app every time we go there. Because it'll tell you what the line like looks like. It gets updated like every 5 minutes or something. So you can actually see like, all right, things are kind of slowing down over here. How fucking long is it going to take us to walk there in the first place? But like, so all right, let's go to that. Or
you get traffic conditions.
Yes.
That's fucking wild. That's smart. That's wild.
Well, a lot of it is more so like they tell you like the general like 35 to 45 minutes or whatever time frame, but a lot of it is also like, hey, the ride is down. Like kid threw up on it, we got it, or did whatever, we got to wait. And so cuz like that became annoying, like before we started doing that was like trying to run to this thing and then just see what it was. Like we aren't always looking at it. A lot of the time we are just kind of like running to the thing and walking around.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know. I really want to go. I want to go to like a water park, man. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
You've gone to quite a few now.
Yeah, that's my shit, man. Like, roller coasters are cool and all that, but man, give me a fucking log ride. Let me go down a steep hill and splash into some water on a fucking hot ass day. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never actually hit the water park that's at Cedar Point. I'm sure it's actually probably really cool.
I'm sure it is, yeah. I hit a couple of them when I was there. I didn't go to the whole water park, but I went to a couple of the rides, and it was pretty damn good, But that's my jam, dude. Let me hit some fucking water rides, get that adrenaline a little bit, and then go sit in a lazy river and just fucking vibe.
Yeah. I remember, I think I have not been to a water park since, I want to say either we went to Michigan Adventure and they had a water park there that we went there for like a chunk of time. I don't know, probably 10 years ago.
Damn.
No, longer than that. Longer than 10 years, because it's probably 15 years ago, like high school.
Yeah.
So I would have been in high school, I think, because my brothers and all that went. It was a family trip. And then I don't even know. Like, it's been that. I can't imagine the last time that wasn't like, I just went to this. I went to a thing that had stuff at it, but I didn't go to the water park. I went in the pool
Yeah,
or the
I
hot tub.
mean, I went to. It's been a while since I went to Colossal Con because every year I got something else going on, and then I also don't really hang out with that group too often. Like I'm not huge into partying as big as we used to. That was 2019, dude.
Yeah.
That
Jeez.
yeah, that was 6 fucking years ago. Like
Oh my god.
yeah, but I want to
That's
again,
so
man.
weird.
Like
I honestly, like, there is part of me that wants to go to like a con of sorts, but also like there's, I don't know. I because one, I do like it is gonna be one of those like, all right, I get fucked up kind of deal, but also like, yeah, I just don't do that
yeah,
anymore. I
I
like just getting a really nice crossfade,
yeah.
maybe pushing, like getting a little crispy, and then I just like chill out again. Like, I don't like getting plastered anymore.
I I like to have it sounds cute. It's not it's a little mini binge where it's like I'm good, all year for like a few years and then like just one weekend of just fucking debauchery, man. Like get it out of the
Oh
system,
yeah.
good to go. Like it's
Yeah. I
fun.
mean, to be fair, I don't think, like, I probably still have like at least 2 or 3 weekends a year where I still do get drunk, and I get like drunk for a little while. It's like I'm it's not,
Yeah.
but I'm not blacking out. I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to let myself black out anymore. I definitely get to the point where I fucking browned out day one of the cruise, so it.
That's weed, right? What's a
No,
brownout?
so okay, so brownout is like, it's not when you black out, you forget like the whole night. When
Hmm.
you brown out, it's like you forget sections of the night.
Ah, okay.
Or
See,
yeah, like snippets.
and my brain, a brownout is like you blacked out and shit yourself.
Got it. Yeah. No, I think yeah. From what, if I remember correctly, what the term is, I think browning out is just all. It's basically almost blacking out, but you don't black out. Like,
Gotcha.
you forget like a 2.5, 3 hour portion of a night kind of thing. But you remember going back to bed and you're getting that shit. Like,
Gotcha.
for me, it was, I think I forgot, like, I had totally forgotten that we had gone to the dining hall for like a lunch or a dinner or something like that on that first night, instead of like, because like 2 nights later is when we like actually did it again, and I was like, oh yeah, I was like, this is nice, and she's like, we did this, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, you're right, and then I remembered it, but she had to tell me like, oh yeah, no, we went here.
Yeah.
But
I had a little bit of that from
um
the Ren Fair that we all went to when we did the pub crawl. Cause like
that's fair.
I remember doing that and then we kept drinking and then the next thing I knew, like I was getting out of the car and I had half of my Ren Fair gear on. I was not wearing a shirt and I was like, why the fuck did y'all let me take my shirt off? And they're like, you said you were hot. And I was like, don't let me do that until I lose a little bit of weight. Like, but I was just passed out in the back seat, just fucking sleeping.
I yeah, that's something we should make sure we do this year, is the Ren Fair, because we didn't get to go last year either. We were busy.
Yeah, I want to go
And
this year for sure.
I want to go again. Yeah.
And like,
It's sorry, go ahead.
well, I was gonna say, and I don't know when I'll be home, if I'll be home, but I'm definitely, gonna take one of those weekends that I'm back and be like, we're fucking doing the Ren Fair. Like, let's do the pub crawl. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, because it's a
See,
vibe.
I have not, like, I've definitely gone and had a great time with Melissa, but like, I want to go one time with her where we both don't drive, so
Yeah.
we can both just go.
I, honest to
Uh,
God, I want to go and either do. They have a campground there that you can do. I want to do that, or like what we did at Bristol, where we had a hotel. So it's like, you can go the whole weekend, get an Uber back to the hotel, like, and just nobody has to worry about being the DD. Everyone can hang out. Like, it is annoying getting an Uber from there, but
yeah.
I mean, it'd be cool. Or if there was just one person who's like, yeah, I'm not drinking, like, I'll drive, that would be dope too. But I always feel bad for that person. Like, unless they're,
Yeah.
a sober friend, then
Sober.
by all means, do you. But
Yeah. No, I'm the same way because then you kind of feel like you're like, it's a little taking advantage. But then if they're the sober friend, they're like, nah, then they're fucking
yeah,
around. They're laughing at me. It's a good time.
which,
Yeah, I have not done that since Laura took me, and then I bought $300 worth of shit. So
dude, I almost bought a fucking sword last time.
I know.
I was
I
so
remember that,
close.
and I was almost like, I was wondering. You should have. I'm kidding.
I should have
But
bought a sword, yeah.
God, that is going to be an issue if I ever win the lottery. Is when I go to there and being like,
Dude, I'm gonna have so many
I
swords.
can.
So many swords.
Yeah, I might have an armory. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think I would want what I would want to do is build the like. If I win the big lottery, I'm definitely building a house, and I'm going to build the Jedi Masters Temple, with all the chairs in that circle. I'm building that, and then I'm just putting a bar in it, essentially like on the other side of where the chairs would be. And then, yeah, like, that's going to be my little speakeasy, is like essentially designed to be the Jedi corridor.
That'd be sick. A little council, yeah.
Yeah, the council room.
Pick one random
Like
person that walks in and be like, we recognize you on this council, but do not grant you the rank of master. To see who turns into Vader. That'd be sick as hell, though, man.
That's so good. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe one day, I'll keep playing the lottery and we'll do that, and that'd be cool. But yeah, okay, I was like, I'm trying. It's weird trying to figure out how long we recorded because we missed that first 10 minutes.
I
think
can swap back.
Like
we're
40.
38 minutes, 40 something seconds, but I don't know how long we took before we clapped. We're around 40.
Yeah, that's fair. No, I'm gonna say I only had one or two things left to wrap up. They so the Stanley Cup final is happening currently as this recording is. Both of the games went to overtime. The first two games. First one went to overtime. Second one went to double overtime. And then this last one, they just Edmonton got blown the fuck out. It was like 6-1.
Jesus.
Like, yeah, and 5 of the goals on the Edmonton's goalie were in the same spot. So everyone's like, "Oh fuck, they figured it out."
Yeah.
And so I'm like, dude, I'm like, because I really want Edmonton to win. They have a player named Connor McDavid. He call him McJesus. He's the best player in the league, and he's legitimately the fastest skater. Like in the All-Star game, I think he has not lost being the fastest skater for like 3 or 4 years at this point. Or if he did, it was like by like point something seconds, and he was second. And so like he does some crazy shit. He's like, other than Sidney Crosby, he's the next comparable to Gretzky.
It's fucking
as far
dope.
as playing goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but he's been to the Stanley Cup a couple times, and he's just never won it. And so like he lost last year, and then because I want to say last year was also Edmonton
They can't see it on the recording, but I wanted to see how it would work with the green
No,
screen.
they will. I think
No,
they will.
it's not through OBS. It's through Discord. They shouldn't. Let me
Oh,
check
okay.
Discord, or let me check OBS. Yeah, no, OBS is still a green screen. This
Oh,
is
that's funny. Okay, I was sitting
this
here
is
thinking
just
that's
for
just gonna
us.
fucking overlay out of nowhere.
No,
I love it.
this is just for us.
But no, that's what I was saying. But he's I really want him to win it. And Florida won last year. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it. They already did the thing. Let this guy finally get it. Also, even bigger thing, like there's a guy on, who is on the Edmonton Oilers. Oh, sorry, no. Last year. It was Toronto and no, maybe I don't know. It wasn't Toronto. It was some other Canadian team. But they there's this guy named I think Corey Perry. He's 40 years old and he's still playing at professional NHL hockey.
Jesus.
For including this year, for the last 5 years, he has been on a team has been on the team that lost the Stanley Cup final. So like obviously they're like, all right, it's the Perry curse because like the last
Yeah,
4 teams he's been on all made it and lost in the final. And so like I'm like, I really just want this guy to finally win it so he can just say, I'm retiring.
that's
I've done it. I
yeah.
finally did it. I'm calling it quits.
That's
Because
probably
he's
why he
40
stuck
years old and
around.
I'm like, oh yeah, 100%. Like when he keeps consistently being on a team that gets there, you're gonna keep doing it. So I can't imagine like if he doesn't do it this year, like at that point I'd be like, dude, I'm 40, it's over. Like 40
Yeah,
is the call it at the round number of 40. Because I don't know if there's anyone that's older. I think I don't even know who the next closest guy is as far as like there's no superstars in that. I think Ovechkin, Alexander Ovechkin, I think he might be pretty old up there, but he is a fucking superstar. Uh, there we go. Yeah, he is. Shit, what the fuck? Oh, he's 39, so he's fucking close. But he's won a Stanley Cup, and he also broke Wayne Gretzky's scoring record. I think I talked about that on here when that happened.
I think so. Yeah.
But yeah, it was. So I was watching that. That was just funny, and then um, fuck. Oh, taking that lawnmower to get tuned up. Just
Yeah.
dropped it off today. Fucking stoked about that. I haven't never done anything to that lawnmower. I've had that since I bought the Greg house in 2013. So that thing is 11 years old. 12 years old.
Yeah. Wow.
And I've never changed the oil. I've never sharpened the blades. I've never changed the filter. I have been improper to that thing.
Yeah.
And it finally, I think I said it here, that power cable finally snapped on it. Called the place that is in town, and they were like, yeah, I think it's gonna be like $60 to $70 for like the whole tune up of everything.
It's not
And then it
bad.
might include fixing your thing. And I was like, and he's like, if not, it's a quick fix anyway, so it won't cost a lot except for the part itself. I was like, cool.
Yeah,
So
that
I'm
ain't
like,
bad.
no. So I'm like, all in all, I'm hoping to get out like $80 and my lawnmower is like significantly better.
Yeah.
Because I think at this point, like maybe every roughly 20 to 25 or every 3 to 4 mows, at some point it'll do the like it pops when I pull it and turn it back on.
That's not good. Yeah.
No. It's very honestly. It's been a while since it popped. To be fair, that's why I was like, I don't know. It's very choicy, but yeah. but that's gonna be that thing. Is they're gonna be like, man, you beat the fuck out of this thing. Like, yes, I did. I'm gonna laugh and they're just like, yeah, these blades suck. We're just gonna give you new ones. I'll take them, I guess.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I got to do that for Chrissy's mower soon. She's got a gas one too that I should get tuned up, but the electric one works fine. Like, I like it too.
Next one I get will be the electric.
I want to get the bigger one. We have the tiny one now, and like, it's dope. But literally, I do like 2 passes in the backyard, like just 2 strips, and then I got to empty the bag. Like,
yeah, that's one of the bigger things is like having a bag that you can either do that or worrying about the battery dying. I think, like,
yeah, I mean,
I feel like I can definitely do mine.
I can get through, as long as the grass isn't awful, I can get through the entire backyard on one of our bigger batteries. But I also, you know, Chrissy had all Ryobi tools. I have all Ryobi tools. So it's like, we have like 10 batteries. Like,
so it is a swap out battery. It's not like you charge the unit itself.
No, swap out batteries. Yeah. They have the ones, they have the 18-volt ones that, you know, same battery your drill takes. And then they have a 40-volt one that lasts way fucking longer, but it's like it's a bigger battery that like slides in. Chloe's got that one. That I loved that mower. I mowed her lawn when she was working on shit, and yeah, I want that one. But then that means I got to get different batteries, different chargers, and I'm like, all my shit works with the same battery right now.
Yeah, honestly, that'll probably be the one I get whenever we upgrade or get rid of this one. I don't know if I mean, to be fair, it's one of those, like, it works. It's just annoying that, like, once in a while I forget that I didn't get gas and then I can't mow the lawn.
Yeah.
And your boy's already ripped his bong rip to go mow the lawn. And I'm like, fuck, I am too high to drive now. I guess we're not.
It's kind of, you can run into that with the batteries too, but like, you know, at least with the batteries, it's like, oh, I forgot to fucking charge them and I just hit my bong. I can't drive. Just plug it in. Wait a little bit.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, what sucks even more, too, is like that one gas station that was on the corner right by our house.
Yeah.
Closed forever ago. So otherwise I'd be like, all right, I can drive my side street and just go to that gas station where I won't hit the main road whatsoever, fill up gas, and then go home. Because I did do that. Like, the first year we moved in, that happened. But, like,
that was the gas station I always stopped at, man. And then it was gone. I was like, ugh. I'm like, there is one right there, but it's across the street. It's a bitch to fucking get out of that one.
Yeah, no, I had to do that this last time because I went to start. I thought I had left just enough, or left some of the gas in the thing, and I was like, nope, I emptied it. So, luckily, I wasn't high for it. But I still like it. Basically, like, it's in the it's the opposite corner of where I have to turn. So I turn for the listeners, you turn out of the left lane, and you have to go straight into the gas station.
Yeah.
And then getting out, like, luckily it was at a time right before traffic hit huge, so I could kind of turn right after like a decent wait. But
it's still a bitch compared to that one that was on the corner. Are they renovating it, or is it like fully closed?
So it's fully closed, but I think someone bought it and might do something to it. Because it looks like someone said like it was gonna open or do something to it, but I haven't seen much about it. I don't know.
Be cool if it did.
Man, I wish I could like own a gas station.
Do it for money laundering purposes.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't want to. Yeah, I'd be like, I'm gonna own this gas station and then like let someone else run it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought with the Little Caesars, because I could get one of those for like, I don't know how much it is now, but when I checked, I think it was like 175, and then they like
Oh,
they cover a lot of the stuff, and then you kind of owe money until that's covered. But it's like you get into that for like, I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's like nothing compared to other franchises. So
I think my coworker said he looked into Jets, and I think it's like $750,000.
it's fucking high.
Well, it's not just the name though. I think that is including comes with all the pizza ovens that they use. They'll furnish the store out as a Jet, so it's also
Yeah.
manual cost shit too. So, but yeah, that said, like you open a Jets in the right area, that pays itself off pretty fucking quick.
Yeah.
Jets is the shit.
Dude, it's
God damn it! I might get pizza.
dude, I'm doing the low carb
I
shit.
shouldn't get pizza.
I'm doing the low carb shit. I haven't had a pizza in like at least 2 weeks. Because I think I did have one when I was home. It's fucking bomb,
I'm definitely
man.
not gonna. I'm gonna go to the shawarma place, or what I should say is when we hang up, I'm gonna call and order my shawarma at that place. I'm gonna get 2 shawarmas, 2 chicken shawarma, 2 falafels, so I can eat 2 for dinner and then take 2 to work tomorrow. Pizza. If I order a pizza, like I want it, but man, like I've already been eating like shit. I don't need to add on top of it.
Yeah, I cheated while I was home, so I got to get back on track. Like, it was also, you know, I bought everything for here, so like being at home, I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna go to the grocery store for 2 days. Like, I'm just gonna eat what I got here, you know.
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, we made a bunch of chicken salad last week on Thursday night so that we could have. I made us chicken salad sandwiches and just left them in the fridge so we could get straight on the road and just eat those in the car when we got hungry. Good idea. It fucking slapped.
Oh yeah.
But we did it again this week because it was also like it's just good to have in the fridge for like one for Melissa's meal planning, but 2 like I can take it once or twice and it's just a good snack.
Yeah.
But we just use we use Greek yogurt instead of like, and then like a squeeze of like we have the olive oil mayo, but we'll do a squeeze of mayo in it, but it's like mostly Greek yogurt for the wet component, I should say.
Yeah. That makes sense. It sounds like it'd be good as fuck too.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, just fucking throw some. I think we've been doing the Greek seasoning. We found a Greek seasoning we really like, so it's been helpful, especially for that.
Yeah.
We like came home from this weekend and meal prepped like chicken salad, muffins. Melissa likes hard-boiled eggs. We just did a bunch of prep shit. All right, now we're talking about random dumb stuff.
Yeah, I'm texting you the episode title.
Much for thank you guys so much for listening or watching. We love you guys. We hope you have a great week. Fuck ice and
yeah, fuck ice.
Be nice to people, those that deserve it,
and fight those that don't. Also, before we leave, I don't know if this will fuck up your edit, but Brandon, I want to show you the green screen. Check it out. This thing's fucking dope.
Oh,
it's not on a wall.
That's so sick.
It was $100.
I love that. Dude, that's honestly though, but that's fucking perfect for what you're doing.
Yeah. It's fucking hype, man. That's my hotel room. Those are my band-aids. I don't know why my band-aids are on my bed. Don't ask questions.
I fucking cut my finger today at work on the way out on a rusty door, so that was sick.
Dude, I almost did that today. Like I told you, we were allowed to do something we're not supposed to do because it's a union shop, but they didn't really want to do it. And I literally almost sliced my hand open. Was like, really, dude? The one time I get to use a grinder, I almost fucking sliced my shit. Like, the fuck, man. I would have, I would have told my
Yeah.
boss. I would have been like, I have a headache. I need to go home.
Yeah, I was just pushing a door open, and it had like one of those little rust holes in the door, and my finger like slipped up and went boop. And then I looked down like 10 seconds later, and I was like, "Oh shit! I cut my finger."
Make sure your tetanus is up to date.
Don't have tetanus because I'm pretty sure it is. I haven't felt any pain at this point. I would have. So
Yeah.
right. Let's say yeah. I will say for like an hour afterwards, I kept glancing. I was like, all right, is that vein starting to get black? Is it starting to fucking do some shit?
Yeah.
And yeah. But I am solid, and I feel confident that I don't have tetanus. I'm pretty sure I got the shot. So.
Yeah.
But.
I'm sure you're Gucci.
If not, you might not see this episode.
Yeah. But all right, guys, we're going to leave you.
Bye.